Peter Doocy's question regarding how many assassination attempts it would take for the Biden administration to reconsider labeling Donald Trump a threat highlights concerns about fairness and consistency in the political discourse surrounding Trump. In light of recent violent threats, the administration's continued use of the term threat is seen by some as inflammatory and potentially dangerous. The public argument here is that describing Trump in such terms might incite further violence against him, making the rhetoric itself a source of concern.
2 days since somebody allegedly tried to kill Donald Trump again. And you're here at the podium in the White House briefing room calling him a threat. How many more assassination attempts on Donald Trump until the president and the vice president and you pick a different word to describe Trump other than threat?
Peter, if anything from this administration, I actually completely disagree with the premise of your question, the question that you're asking. It is also incredibly dangerous in the way that you're asking it, because American people are watching. And to say that from an administration who has consistently condemned political violence, or from an administration where the president called the former president and was thankful, grateful that he was okay, from an administration who has called out January 6th, called out the attack of Paul Pelosi, called out and said we need to lower the temperature after the Butler incident. And now for you to make that kind of comment in your question, because your question involved a comment and a statement. And, it is, that is also incredibly dangerous.
When people disagree with a question, it often reflects a broader dissatisfaction with media conduct, where legitimate concerns are dismissed or responsibility is avoided. Conservatives, in particular, value accountability and leadership, especially regarding freedom of speech. Doocy's question raises the issue of whether the administration fully understands the potential consequences of its language in today's volatile political climate. Many on the right perceive that Democrats and the media are complicit in allowing a hostile narrative toward Trump to persist, feeding into a distrust of the political establishment and reinforcing the belief that media bias is shaping the narrative. The continued portrayal of Trump as a threat, especially in the context of actual violence, is viewed by some as a deliberate attempt to demonize him and normalize hostility toward his supporters. This perception contributes to a growing distrust of both the administration and the media, particularly when officials, such as WH Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, are seen as evasive or dismissive in addressing these concerns. When the public feels ignored or not taken seriously, it heightens emotional responses and fosters greater skepticism, deepening the divide between political factions.